but it also feels really good. We're getting water to the crops.
Like that. And
Hey everybody, good morning. So today is Sunday and we are going to be working on some irrigation. I spent all day yesterday doing paperwork, but today I get to get out this morning and I'm going to do some irrigation with Shane. So we're going to move some pipes. He's been setting up reels all over the place. I have not been able to show you guys this stuff. I've been finding it's pretty hard to try and get videos that I've already shot made and get my work done and film what's going on. So you guys are going to get bits and pieces of things this year, but it is what it is. Irrigation makes us a lot busier. So we're over here by the workshop and we're going to pull out the reel for the shop that is right behind the farmhouse here. And Shane has already irrigated the full big plate and he started the pivot, and Dave's got irrigation going in Durham. So maybe we'll get to take a little tour and see that stuff. But I think the plan today is for me to just show you some clips of us moving pipe around, and then we will just take it from there. I'm not sure, but yeah. All right, well, I see Shane's working, so I need to get to work. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. This end gun has wheels instead of the skids on it, which we like the other one better, but it's nice to have two reels so you don't have to keep moving the reels around. So we're going to use this one over here.
but I've never seen anybody else using them either. Alright. Good. All right, we're over at the pivot, and Shane was doing some work with this yesterday. He started irrigating. So we use TNL pivots. These are hydraulic driven pivots. Well, we made the knee high by the 4th of July.
Yeah, we did.
So, yeah, the forward, reverse, so pretty simple, this bar, and then there's like a stop on each side of the field.
Yep.
So when this pivot gets to that stop, it's going to hit this bar, and we'll move it like this. Oh, that's a little sticky.
Yeah.
There we go. So we'll slow it down to like 7. This is how you adjust the speed. There's a couple flow meters at the end. One for one way, one for the other way. Try to put down, I don't know.
Okay, good to
Go
know.
over a 1/2 inch each pass.
Wow, everything looks a lot better over here.
The water gets good, huh?
Yeah. So this is the garden over here. This is ornamental corn that I'm walking through right now. And this is pumpkins, squash. I started weeding in here the other day, and Ray's wife Pat's been doing some weeding on that end. But yeah, looking pretty good. You can see where the pivot runs through here. You know, I tried not to plant stuff too close to the pivot, but apparently I did there. And the pivot climbs up that hill there, so we're going to get to see some of that today. We're going to see the pivot running.
Molly's walking down the field. But I'm going to go start the pump at the pivot this morning. And this is like the worst spot that we have to pump out of. But we've got an electric pump down here. First one that we did. I love it. Don't have to fuel it up. So, got a 40 horse motor. Go down to the river screen. And what I've got for a priming setup on this one is I've got a vacuum pump off a 7.3 IDI. Just like that. One hand.
What are we doing, Ray? Picking up pipe?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the reel ready to move. Pick up a few pipe, back that trailer out of the field.
Okay.
You've been walking right up in here.
Yeah, we made him a nice little path.
Yeah. Did it yesterday and he did it again today.
Yeah, you can see it.
Last night.
Look at that.
little potatoes.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so in case you're wondering or you missed it, this snow fence, orange stuff, is not put down by us. This was put down during the CMP project for to kind of barricade off a archaeological site, aka they found some old pottery over here, but they never came back to pick it up. You would have thought that they would have been so worried about leaving all this plastic up here, but they weren't.
Well, none of the gauges were working when I came to the tractor. They all stayed at what it was at when it was running.
All right, they're gonna get that tractor going, and I'm gonna get a drink. I left my water bottle in the Ford, well, on the Ford, I should say, and I always need water with me. Sounds like they have to jump the tractor. Well, they do that. I'm gonna show you guys the new pipe trailer, and by new, I mean new to us. All right, the only thing we're missing is a place to put the blocking and the elbows. But the plan is to finish laying out all the pipe on that old trailer, and then when we pick the pipe up, we're gonna pick it up with a new one so that we don't have to move it unnecessarily. Sounds like the tractor's going. Yeah, all right, well, busy this morning. Irrigation stuff, it's fun. It's where I get my workout. I kind of rely on this to keep me in shape, which is not working so well lately. Down to the next irrigation site. So we're going to be down what we call the DLC, but we're going to be down there setting up, and then we're going to run the pipe all the way over across where the corn shed parking lot is, past the new building, to where we have that reel that we pulled out earlier today. Hot and sweaty, like I think you guys always think I'm sunburned when I'm hot because I get super red when I'm hot. But I'm not sunburned, I'm just hot. Probably like 8 o'clock in the morning. I gotta check myself in check. Probably like 8 in the morning. I don't know. Got a little bit earlier start today just because it's gonna be so hot today, and we gotta get this water pumping. So right here next to me, on this side is Norwich potatoes, and on the other side is the yellow potatoes. That's constant. So the next thing is, because we have all of this building stuff in the way, we kind of have to make a path for the irrigation pipe to go. And Shane was using the skid steer, but he said he needs a bigger shovel.
point? All right, so that's laying pipe. It's one of those things that is a pain to do, but it also feels really good. We're getting water to the crops, get a little bit of workout. We've got the pool right there, so we're probably gonna get in the pool a little later. I think we're gonna have a cookout and just have a quick snack and then get back to work. Ray and Shane are going down to prime the suction line now, so I'm staying up here just to keep an eye on things, making sure nothing blows, no leaks. I'm watching for bad stuff, as Shane would say. All right, guys, I will bring you back when we get things going.
About right.
A little leak.
Yeah.
What you expected.
Yeah, there's water coming out of the gun now.
All right, so we got the reel going. The end gun looks good. We've got some leaks on the reel, which we kind of expected, but yeah, looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna show you guys what's going on the other end.
Yeah, can't keep
Good.
one.
It's a good little hill that this pivot has to climb. We kind of have a road here for it. Looks good. So the reason why we are running the pivot over here is because we have the little garden, and behind me are potatoes, and this is the important crop here. The corn that's over here is grain corn, and then there's like a tiny little strip of ornamental corn. But we have a decent amount of potatoes over here, so that's why we are running the pivot, is for the potatoes and for the garden. In that far corner, there's some grain corn there, and then potatoes, and then grain corn, and then a little garden there. So, oh, it looks good. Ooh. Yeah, I got one. River water. It's not that dirty. I just checked it. All right, we are on our way to put a rain gauge down so that we can see exactly how much water this end gun's putting out. All right, so rain gauge, and I see potato beetle, Colorado beetle here. So they are making their way in here. Just a few though, so that's good. Shane's going down. I'm probably almost going to get wet here. So ideally we would get about 1 inch of water with these irrigations, but we will see. Well, that got me. That actually was really refreshing. All right, guys, I think that is going to wrap things up for this video. We are going to just spend the rest of the day watching irrigation, and we're going to go jump in the pool. And I think we're going to have a little family cookout, which will be nice. So we'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching.